Hi guys, it's Loretta with Sparrowhawker Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry about that. I hit the poll just as I hit the on button. So today I have another entry to my challenge, and I also am gonna do some slow stitching. Show you kind of a variation of a stitch, and yeah. So this is from Christa Neal, is her last name, Neal. Her YouTube channel is Second Chance Creations. She is in Australia, and I will put the link to her channel in the description box below. I'm like super excited about this. I wish I could show you the envelope that it came in, because she decorated the whole envelope and everything, but it has our addresses on it, so I won't share that. But anyway, look at this pretty pink trim. I like it already. I've actually already seen it because she did a VR, which you don't have to do a VR. But you know, nothing is ever as good as in person. Look at that beautiful tag. Now she's like I am. She does a mixture of paper and fiber, you know, stitching and journals. Thank you, Christa. Look at all the stitching she did around the edge there. Isn't that nice? Moment, it says, deserving attention, live in the moment, a time of excellence or joy, an event or great point in time. I love that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Anyway, so she does kind of a mixture of things like I do. So she's got lots that she offers on her channel. So, oh, look, how cute is that? It's a keychain from Australia. I hope you can see it without the glare. I love that. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. I actually have like a keychain collection, believe it or not. So that's like really, really cool. I'm going to zoom this out just a little bit. And then, oh, this is pretty. Oh, and it's in this cute little bag. Oh, yep. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, so she did do a VR on this, so I already know like what everything is here. I think this is, yeah, this is a plastic, one of those plastic rings that I don't know if she crocheted around it or if somebody else did. I can't remember. And then this nice little trim around that, and this button in the middle that's so fun. And then there's some, there's a doily here with some knots, and then she did the stitch around the edge and some more trim here. This is so cute, and I just look at that little stitching there. I love pink and green, which people are probably figuring that out by now. It's one of my favorite combinations. With this pink fabric. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it, Christa. Thank you so much, and thank you for the goodies. That was so sweet. And this, I'll use this too. Thank you so much, and I'm glad it got here safely, because we were getting concerned because it had been a while since she had mailed it. But anyway, thank you very much. Everybody go check out her channel if you can. And so today I'm going to work on this. I haven't had much time to work on this, actually. This is the 4th slow stitch block. Gosh, I keep hitting that. I am so sorry. This is the 4th slow stitch block in for me personally that I started making before I was invited in to the collaboration. So this one is actually mine, and it's for me, and I hadn't really worked on it in a while. So I am going to just, I hope you guys can see. I'm going to sit down and yeah, so I have, so this is one of the hearts. Okay, let me show you the other blocks. If you watch the How to Get Started Slow Stitching, I showed the other blocks that are in this already, and I explained that this pink and this blue fabric is some of my grandmother's antique fabric, and that was kind of the inspiration for this, was to try to use that fabric. And this piece is really old. It's from like the 40s or 50s, and this was given to me by a friend. And so I'm trying to put, like, this is my grandmother's, like, here's a piece of tatting. So I'm trying to put some sentimental things on here as well. And one of those things is this heart, and this heart, given to me by a friend who has since passed away. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else on this block that was, so I'm trying to use this fabric and this pink fabric in every one of the blocks, because that's my grandmother's fabric. And then this one. So, and this really old piece of embroidery work here. So anyway, those are the three I already have done. So I just wanted everybody to see the other heart, so that you would know what this was. So what I have done is I have went around and I've gone around and done the blanket stitch, the buttonhole stitch, whichever you want to call it. And now I'm kind of doing a variation of it, and I hope the camera is zoomed in enough that you can see this. So I came up with my thread right here, and then now I am just zigzagging in the stitch that goes on the outside to just kind of give it this wrapped look. So let me see if you can, if I hold that up, if you can see that. If you can see that right there. So how you do that, and this is really comes in handy when you have things like this cheesecloth down, or you have a piece of lace down, or if you're using wool fabric, because wool catches. Instead of going, so I've already come up here, so instead of going in with your pointy part of your needle, you turn it around. So you turn it around and you just catch that stitch there and you pull it through. And that is literally all there is to it. And you can do this with any straight stitch. Now this isn't a straight stitch, this is the blanket stitch, but that's okay, because I still have this straight edge to work with. And in fact, I probably will show this, I will probably show this on the next circle in stitches. I might do this as for one of those, on one of the stitches for my circle in stitches videos. So that is literally all there is to it. But I just wanted to show you that, how you can take just a plain old stitch and dress it up, So I'm sorry, I keep checking to make sure you guys can actually see this. So I've had a couple people ask me about the challenge. They're new, and they're like, what is this challenge thing? And honestly, does anybody know why these are called challenges? because I'm like, well, it's not really a challenge. It's just like you just make something for it, and and then I enter you in a drawing for things that I have made. I am not sure why the YouTube crafting community actually calls it challenges. It sounds like a really dumb name. And I'm assuming that it started as something else, and kind of like how junk journals are given the name junk journal, even though a lot of the journals that people are making aren't actually made out of junk. So, but we still keep calling them that. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that maybe at one time it had another meaning, and we just keep using it, So anyway, it kind of gives this little rope effect. I actually really like this. And look how quickly it goes also. And you could do this more than once. You could wrap this in the same stitch 2 or 3 times, depending on how long your stitch is. Now, when you do this on a straight stitch, you really kind of get this really neat zigzaggy thing going. But, and you can do this from the pointy end, but like I said, the needle is more likely to get hooked on like these kind of fibers and stuff. So I tend to use this end for this kind of thing. And just as a note, you could also do something along this part of the stitch. Like you could go over, under on this part of the stitch as well. Maybe instead, like right like that. Instead of maybe with thread, but maybe with a fiber of some kind, like eyelash trim or something. Oh, you know what? I think I might do that. I just talked myself into it. So yeah, so make sure you can still see, because I know I have to reach pretty far out to do this from where my camera's hanging and from where I'm sitting. So sometimes I just automatically start walking it back towards me, and then you guys can't see it. So for those of you who didn't see the other video, this is just a piece of stamped fabric. I love trees. I am like a total tree person. In fact, I have cousins and friends on Facebook who are constantly posting tree pictures to my page because I love trees. So I stamped that on a piece of fabric, and then this is a piece down here that I actually painted. I think it's acrylics is what I used on that. And there we go. So now I'm just going to take the pointy end and stick it down in there. So I am sorry about this huge mess on my desk. I don't know what you can see and what you can't, but I'm working on an altered book that I am just having so much fun with, but it's super messy. And so like my altered books aren't quite as altered as I'd like them to be. I haven't really learned all the techniques for doing that, but yeah. So, and I still have my basting stitches in, so yeah, I just wanted to come on and share that and show you my progress. So you probably already saw this. I'm gonna put these 5 buttons right down here, and I have this little piece of fabric that I stamped the word loved on that I think I'm gonna put right here. And then I'm going to put this, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. This is a little piece of embroidery, but the embroidery is the same color as the background, so I don't know, maybe I'll ink it up or something. I'll use some ink on it. I'm probably going to use some ink on this as well. I mean, this is pretty white, so I could probably get by with it, but I will probably just use some trying to find one that's not all gross on top, but just use something like that and just kind of stamp it a little bit. These are never going to be washed, so it's okay if you want to do something like that. And I'm also probably going to use my glue stick to put this just a little bit, just to keep it so it doesn't move around while I'm actually trying to stitch it. So anyway, so there you go. So let me hold it up and see if you can see it. Whoops, I forgot I had the buttons on there. You can see the little ribbon effect from doing that little stitch around it. Isn't that cool? I really like that. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. I will talk to you later at some point, and Christa, thank you so much for your entry, Christa. Thank you, thank you. It is so pretty. It's so cute. I just love it. It's just going to look so good with all the rest of them. Alright, that's all from me for now. And you guys take care. See you later.